So first, before starting this lecture, we will discuss what is meant by statistical quality control. Now, a quality system performs inspection, testing, and analysis to ensure that the quality of the products produced is as per the laid down quality standards. It is called as statistical quality control when statistical techniques are employed to control, improve, and maintain quality to solve the quality problems. Statistics is the collection, organization, and analysis and interpretation and presenting all the data in the forms of numbers. It is based on the law of large numbers and mathematical theory of probability. So in this statistical quality control, we have to build the information system to satisfy the concept of prevention and control, and improving upon product quality requires statistical techniques. So in statistical quality control consists of three general activities. First, we are having systematic collection and graphic recording of accurate data, analyzing the data, and third, practical engineering or management action if the information obtained indicates significant deviation from the specified limits. So this is the some introduction about the statistical quality control. So we have to get the information in terms of data. So what kind of data we are getting whenever we are solving about the quality problems of any product. So today we'll discuss what types of data we have to require in the quality control problem. There are two types of data we are getting. First one is a variable data, second one is a attribute data. So what is meant by variable data? It consists of measuring the quality characteristics to be inspected with the help of precision measuring instruments. So by using a measuring instrument, we are checking what are different quality characteristics of a product, and we are noting down in terms of numbers. In attribute data, we are judging the conformance and non-conformance of the quality characteristics with the help of laid down standards. Means is the part is okay or not, that we are checking only in a attribute data. So in variable data, we are checking the actual dimensions like diameters, length, height, width, which are measured with the help of measuring instruments like micrometer, vernier caliper. So whatever the size, shape is there, we are actually measuring, and we are noting down the data by using a measuring instrument in the variable data. In attribute data, we are just checking conformance or non-conformance, which is inspected with the help of go and no go gauge. Means if you want to check the whole size, if the go gauge is passing, then we are saying that the hole is very good, and it also the no gauge should not pass. And if both the gauges are going into that hole, then we are saying that the hole is oversized. So here we are checking only conformance or non-conformance. Is the product is giving defect, or is the product is not giving any defects, that we are checking the data we are getting in a attribute data. Next, it provides detailed information about the quality characteristics. Here we are checking actual dimension, means height, length, width. So it gives the overall information about the product. In attribute, it gives information about is the part is acceptable or not, based on the whatever the laid down quality standards are set based for the product. Based on that, we are getting only acceptable and not acceptable in a attribute data. So we are checking actual dimension of a product in a variable data, so it requires more time and it covers more cost, because it takes more time, and the worker which is involved to taking the actual dimension for that time is required, so that cost will be increased. So it is having a time consuming, and the cost is very large. In attribute data, just we are checking the conformance and non-conformance limit, so it requires minimum time and cost. And as we are checking all the dimension of a product, so it cause fatigue to the inspector, which he is checking all the dimension. Therefore the measurements go wrong. If he continuously checking all the dimension, it is possible that he or she can check the wrong dimension, and they note down the wrong dimension whatever they are getting due to the continuous working. But attribute data is not causing any fatigue to the inspectors. Therefore this method is suitable in mass production where large number of similar parts are to be inspected. So if we consider in a variable data and attribute data, variable data is mostly inspected whenever the batch size is small. Either we are using this variable data analysis in a uh, part part production or job production or batch production, but it is very difficult to use that data in a mass production. So in attribute data we are using in a mass production where the similar parts we have to inspect. In variable data, whatever data is obtained is a variable measurements is called as a continuous data and can have any value over certain interval. So we are taking the measurement in continuous manner, so it is called as continuous data. In attribute data, the data obtained is called as discrete data. The discrete data can have a certain integer value. In variable data, whatever value we are getting in terms of fraction we are getting, but in attribute data we are checking the defects, either the part is acceptable or not acceptable. So whatever we are getting the value in terms of pure integer, we can't get the value in terms of fraction. So the examples in variable data are a dimension of parts we are measuring, either length, width, height. Then if you want to check the hardness in a Rockwell units, temperature of a product when we are doing the casting, then tensile strength of a product and weight of a product. So these are coming under variable data. In attribute data we are having examples like number of defective pieces found in a sample. If we are checking the batch of 1000 parts, and if we have prepared the 10 sample size which have each sample is having a 100 parts, then in each batch sample how many number of defective pieces we are getting, that we are noting down in a terms of attribute data. Then surface finish of a furniture, is the surface finish of the furniture is good or bad, that we are noting down in terms of attribute data. Then cracks in sheet by a spot welding, after spot welding there is a possibility that we are getting the cracks in a sheet, so that we have to note down in terms of attribute data. So these are the types of data we are getting in the statistical quality control problem. Hope you all like the videos. Please stay connected and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.